everyone! Welcome back to Imagination Vacation. My name is Holly and I am a librarian at the St. Catharines Public Library. In this series, we use our imagination and some help from the library's green screen to travel to amazing places. Let's see if you can guess where we're going to travel to today. I have here with me a bucket, some sunscreen, and this floppy sun hat. Can you guess where we're going? Yes, that's right, we're going to the beach. Okay, so let's start by closing our eyes and imagining what we would see at the beach.
What do you see?
Oh boy, this sand is so nice and white, but it's awfully cold. Wait a minute, this isn't what I was expecting. I do see water. I guess it's a beach, but it isn't exactly what I had in mind. How about you? Let's try again, shall we? What would we see on a tropical beach? Oh, now this is more like it. What an incredible view! What do you see around you? I see white sand and blue water and the bright yellow sun overhead. Beaches are landforms located along shorelines of bodies of water. Oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, and there are thousands of beaches all over the world. Really cold beaches up at the north and down at the South Pole, and lovely tropical beaches like this one here. The longest beach in the world is Casino Beach in Rio Grande, Brazil. It's approximately 212 kilometers long. That would take you more than 2 days to walk. What would we see if we walked along this beach? We might find colorful rocks, shells scattered through the sand. Tough plants grow on the beaches, grasses and palm trees, which are strong enough to withstand the constant movement of the waves and even hurricane-strength winds off of the ocean. Water can appear in a million shades of blue. But why is water blue? Well, water absorbs most of the light from the sun, except the blue, which is reflected off of the surface and scattered and makes the water appear blue to our eyes. The depth of the water, the tiny particles and minerals floating in it, the sand, rock, or plant life under the surface can all affect how light or dark the water appears. There are amazing animals that make the world's beaches their homes too. Look, I see a bright red hermit crab scuttling through the sand. And there's a brown pelican looking for his lunch. And is that a sea turtle coming up onto the beach to lay her eggs? And oh my goodness, was that a dolphin jumping out of the water just offshore?
What do you hear?
Do you hear that? That's the sound of the waves washing onto the beach and retreating back into the ocean. The sound can be the softest lullaby, putting you to sleep. Sometimes the waves can be very loud, crashing onto the shore. And when there's a storm, the wind and the waves can drown out all other sound. On a busy beach, you'd probably also hear the happy bustle of the crowds. There would be children playing in the sand, grown-ups talking. You'd probably also hear music. In the Caribbean, you might hear a steel drum, bongos, maracas, and if you were in Hawaii, you'd probably hear a ukulele. There are hundreds of varieties of music. Every place you visit will have its own amazing sounds to enjoy.
What do you feel?
Boy, it sure is hot on this beach. The tropics are located at the world's equator, which is an imaginary circle halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole, kind of like a big belt around the world. The sun's rays hit the Earth directly at the equator, which means it's hot here all year round. Imagine right now that you could feel the warm sunshine on your skin. It might be hot enough to make you start sweating, and sweating is your body's way of cooling down. Reach down with me and touch the sand. What does it feel like? White tropical sand like this is so fine, it feels powdery and silky, soft and firm beneath your feet. Have you ever felt sand between your toes? The sand grips to your skin and can be scratchy, maybe even tickly. The top layer of sand on the beach can be dry and scorching hot from the heat of the sun. If you dig your toes down underneath, it can be cool and damp. Have you ever made a sandcastle before? The largest sandcastle ever built was 11.53 meters high. That's about as high as 2 giraffes. Okay, it's time to get the sand off your feet. Run down to the beach and dip your toes in. Does the water feel cool or warm? I bet it feels good to cool off. When you get out, the salt from the ocean will stay on your skin, making your skin feel itchy and tight, and your hair will feel rough. You'll probably want to have a shower.
What do you smell?
Okay, time to take a deep breath in and imagine what you would smell on the beach. Ah, that briny ocean smell. But actually, the water itself doesn't smell at all. It's all the life in the ocean that you're smelling. Bacteria, seaweed, marine algae, and when the seaweed washes up onto the beach, it slowly decomposes, giving off a musty smell. And I bet you smell all of that sunscreen that you lathered onto your skin very wisely. Orange blossom and coconut.
What do you taste?
The world's oceans are salty. If you got a mouthful of seawater, you'd probably want to spit it right back out. But did you know that the salt in the ocean actually comes from rocks on land? Rain and other precipitation is slightly acidic, and when it falls to the ground, the acids are strong enough to dissolve the salt minerals in the rock. The rainwater absorbs the salt, and eventually it makes its way back into the oceans through rivers and streams. Salty seawater might not make a tasty treat, but all this adventuring has made me awfully hungry. Let's head back home, shall we? Well, that was so much fun, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you'd like to explore the beach some more, go to the library's website and log on to Hoopla with your library card. You'll find great books like these ones, all about the beach and the world's oceans. And be sure to join me next time for another imagination vacation. Who knows where our imaginations will take us next? Bye-bye.